everybody. Welcome back to Barber Dave's Barbershop at Home for 777 SR day number 4. And I do need to apologize. This was brought up to me by a couple of people, a couple of my subscribers, that I had switched the order of the razors, and I didn't even realize that until I went back and looked at it. I had indicated the Brian Brown was going to be day 4, and the CV Heljestrand MK 32 is going to be number 3. I mean, not that big of a deal, but I know some people, according to what I was told, some people came on to the channel for the MK32 in hopes of a train wreck, I guess. Anyhow, before we get started, don't forget, www.theshavingcadre.com. Come visit us. We feel we are the finest shaving and gentleman's forum on the interwebs. We have a lot of great people, have a lot of great fun. Over here, the barber pole with the cowboy hat, please click on that. That is my subscribe button. And then down here somewhere, there's a bell. And also in the detail session, very important, make sure that you visit all the channels that I've listed. Some shaving, some not shaving, but you'll have a good time either way. And then also like, subscribe, comment, tell your friends, tell the president. We're trying to get to 1,000 for a huge giveaway, although we will be doing a giveaway at the end of this one as well. Same exact stuff, same brush, same aftershave, so I won't go over any of that. But today is the MK32. Now this razor has a lot of history. It was given to me, or sold to me, I should say, by a dear friend. No, actually, he did give this to me. Arne in Sweden. And the MK32 is probably one of the best razors in existence. It's interesting that the Philly 13 and the CV Heljestrand are in the same runoff, because that's going to be a tough decision, I can tell you that right now. The MK32 is just a wonderful, wonderful blade. 6/8. I have 2 of them. This one is in the plastic scales, but just a beautiful NOS condition with a thumb notch. And this is known as the Queen of the Den. So let's see how she does. Easily one of the smoothest and sharpest shavers in my collection. And if you notice, I'm taking a little bit more time with this one. Simply because she demands respect. As I mentioned yesterday, this razor is responsible for one of the worst injuries I've ever had. And you wouldn't think, because it's basically almost a round .68. It's very, very unobtrusive, but whether you believe inanimate objects can have spirits in them, I think this one does. But as long as you respect her and let her know how good she is, she treats you pretty well. So far, so good with the first pass. Wow, between her and the Philly 14 right now, or the Philly 13, very, very close. I As of right now, there's no clear winner. And as I'd mentioned, and the way the contest is, I'll have these razors numbered 1 through 7, so you don't have to write them down. And then the contest will be pick my favorite based on efficiency, based on the shave, based on hints that you've heard in the videos, and just number 1 through 7 in the giveaway right here on my YouTube channel. It'll also be on the TSC forum as well in the piff and giveaway section. And the one that's closest will win. Now, if anybody gets them all right, we'll have an extra little gift in there, I think. Those of you that also know me know that I'm a pretty avid watch collector, and with certain automatics, you have to send them away periodically. To get them cleaned. Adjusted, and so forth. And sometimes that can take a long time. I've got 2 Omegas that are still in that queue, and it's been almost a year. I'm expecting them back sometime in February, according to Omega. But back in August of this year, I had a Tag Heuer Carrera that, unfortunately, years ago, I had had a little mishap on my motorcycle. And the watch took a pretty big tumble. Now, so it broke a pusher. The chronograph hand didn't work. I still wore it because it was still running, but the band got messed up. It was a silicone band, and so I finally bit the bullet and I took it in August. To a local service center, or so-called service center, and come to find out that all they do is act as the agent, and they send it to Tag Heuer, and Tag Heuer fixes it. So I said, okay, no problem. So I gave it to him, put the cost on it and everything else. And this jewelry company, which is a large national company, has a repair tracker. And personnel at the store said, yeah, check the tracker after about a week, and it'll show accepted, and tell you when the watch will be in the queue to be repaired, and so forth and so on. So 2 weeks goes by. I check the tracker. It says the store still has it. So I said, well, with supply chain and COVID and all that other stuff, we'll go ahead and just give it a shot, and we'll wait another 2 weeks. So I waited another month, checked it again, still said the store had it. Called the store said they mailed it. They called Tag Heuer. Tag Heuer says they hadn't received it yet. Yada, 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 the watch is lost. So I'm about to say, well, now it's time to get it, because it does say on their website, if we lose your watch, you get a new one. So we're about to do that. Well, they finally found it, and apparently it was at the store, and somebody had never mailed it. So they mailed it. Again, a month goes by, and nothing. So this time I go into the store personally, and I speak to the manager, and I said, listen, we need to find out where this watch is, or just go ahead and give me a new watch now. And of course, the dollar amounts we're talking about, this was not an inexpensive watch. So they called Tag Heuer. Tag Heuer found the watch. According to them, I never spoke to Tag Heuer personally, and that it was in the queue for some time. I should have gotten it back in October. Okay, at least we know the watch is there, supposedly. October comes and goes, and there's been no update on the repair. So finally, I say the heck with it. And then some of the store personnel were extremely rude. One person individual. Most of the other guys have been okay, but this one gentleman at this jewelry store was a jerk. Anyways, so I call the customer service line for this jewelry company and got very lucky. I spoke to a customer service manager. She apologized profusely for the jewelry company and found the watch, found exactly what. And now I was told by the store that Tag Heuer would not talk to the individual stores because they're so busy. Well, this customer service representative said, tell you what, give me a few hours, I'll call you back. Now, it should be noted that I also ordered a stainless steel band, the matching stainless steel band for this watch. Now, the store has no recollection of me ordering that band, although the receipt, which clearly states stainless steel band along with new silicone band, tried to argue the point saying that the printer was broken. Really? So anyhow, I brought that up to the customer service representative, and again, she apologized. And she said, well, let me talk to Tag Heuer, and I'll let you know. So I figured I was going to get lost in the ether again. Exactly 2 hours to the minute, as she promised, she called me back and said, Dave, I found your watch. I talked to Tag Heuer. We know when it's going to be ready. And for your trouble, Tag Heuer wants to give you the stainless steel band. Now, that's a $300 band. And I'm thinking, okay, where's the catch? But as it turns out, Tag Heuer was upset at this jewelry company. The jewelry company was upset at themselves and at the store level. So apparently they worked something out. And I was going to get that for free. Don't believe anything until I see it. Well, the estimate was that the watch would be repaired with the new pushers, the new internal workings, the cleaning, the new band, and everything else by mid-January. And, you know, you figure it had been almost 7 months already. What the heck? Okay. And then the stainless steel band, however, apparently they're having supply issues in Switzerland, and so it could be up to a year for the band. Great. Happy, happy, happy. So I had pretty much written it off until January. Well, Christmas can come early, I guess, because I received a phone call yesterday from the store, because everything gets delivered to the store level, although they were a little bit rude because I think that they got chewed out pretty good by their corporate bosses. And my watch is in, so I was excited about that. But what really made me excited is that the stainless steel band is in as well. So, if you are persistent and you hold people accountable, usually you can get what you want. Now, I had no intention of getting the free stainless band, but I'm not going to refuse it either after what I went through. So Tag Heuer did that all within 6 months. I wish Omega could do the same. Although I am slated to get my 2 Speedies back sometime in January, from what I understand. Anyways, there's my soapbox. Okay, so great shave. Wow. There's some neck and neck going on here between the 32 and the Philly. Let's see what the alum says. Again, hardly any tingle at all. Still a little bit where I caught my. That turned out to be a little bit more than just a weeper. Yeah, this is going to be a tough one. Depending on how the rest of the razors do, this could be an interesting shootout. And again, we're using Quinn's Cucumber Mint. Now, while that's drying down a little bit, we'll go ahead and clean up. And for those of you that are just joining, this is episode 428, 777 SR, which means 7 shaves, 7 days, 7 videos, all straight razors. And then at the end of this, we're going to be doing a giveaway if you guess them all right. And I've been using Sapo de Faccio Veracino's 70th anniversary for the soap, the aftershave, the brush. Well, the brush is actually a TSC limited edition, but it was made by SV. But I wanted to be consistent and use everything the same except for the razor. That way the razor has the ultimate focus. You know, we're getting ready for Thanksgiving. Unfortunately, I should be sitting in the backyard of what I call my second son, my business partner, and a real good friend and brother, Mr. Vargo, and his lovely wife, Megan. I should be sitting in their backyard in Salt Lake City right now. But unfortunately, plans had to change. We had some family coming in. And so we missed them this year, but I'll say it publicly. We really miss you guys, and hopefully we'll be able to make it up to you in the upcoming years. So that was the 70th aftershave. We're going to go ahead and use Clubman talc today. And I think I bombed it today. And for those of you that are just starting to use talc, if you put too much talc on, Bill, and you bomb yourself, just take your hands, rub them together, and just rub in the areas that you overdid it. Or if you want to have a lot of fun, just leave yourself like that. And when you go out, people say, oh, that poor guy, he's so anemic. Or, is that a ghost? Just have some fun with it. And then for the EDP, once again, 70th anniversary. And that's it, folks. Thank you much for joining us for day number 4. I know it's a long slog. We only got 3 days to go, and we'll figure out exactly which is the best razor. So once again, thank you for joining us at Barber Dave's Barbershop at Home. Once again, don't forget to click on all those YouTube channels on down in the details section. So we'll see you for episode 429, 777 SR, day number 5 tomorrow. And tomorrow's shave will be with the George Wostenholm 5/8 barber notch. Those I have in order. All right. So thanks again, guys. Have a great Tuesday. We'll see you again real soon. Take care.